Alright guys, so here we are again, and I'm here to give you a little update of what's been going on in my life. So, as of tomorrow, I am 7 weeks post-op, and my recovery is going absolutely phenomenal, so I'm excited about that. But I'm going to bring things back to a couple weeks ago, being out in Vegas. As you guys might have saw my Insta stories and my IG, Joe at AD had the entire team stayed at an Airbnb together. So there was 9 of us crushed in this house. It was actually pretty big, enough room for everybody. We all had a blast, and it was a great time to actually meet some of the guys on the team that I haven't met yet, especially some of the guys from overseas. You had Luke and Andy who work overseas in the UK division, and you know, they were just absolutely amazing guys, so it was good to get to know them. It brought a lot of team bonding together. You know, we had Eric Enzo there with us, and myself as athletes, and you know, the VP, Frank and Joe and Steph, Luke and Andy, as I had mentioned. So, you know, it was a fun little weekend, kind of getting to know each other and you know, getting to understand the passion of Joe. And I think that was one of the things that he really wanted to try to portray to everybody is, you know, how much he cared about us as a team and how he wanted us all to bond and work together because, you know, he's one of those guys who's extremely loyal and he wants to keep his team together, you know, forever. So we had a blast that weekend. We were at City Athletic and had a little booth there set up on Thursday and Friday. We got some video content in there. I just so happened to be right next to the N.A.U booth, which had the N.A.U machine, which I've shown you guys in the past. So they helped me out with therapy on my arm. We hooked up for 5 sessions, and the last day they had me actually using a light band to do bicep flexion, and that was only 4 weeks post-op. And I was told I wouldn't be able to do that until like 12 weeks post-op at best. So, like I said, recovery's been going amazing. We got to go out and enjoy ourselves a little bit on Saturday night and Sunday, and went to the pool parties and just kind of let loose a little bit, which myself and Steph haven't done in a long time. So that was much needed. And then that following week was my post-surgical follow-up. When they tried to make the appointment for like 8 weeks after surgery, and I told them, I was like, no, like, make it like a month earlier. And the woman kind of fought me because I told her, I was like, listen, I am going to heal remarkably fast. So what you guys expect in 8 weeks, I expect to happen in 4 weeks. And sure enough, I walked in, and the physician looked at my arm, and he's like, whatever the hell you're doing, I'm not going to condone it because I don't want you getting hurt, but just keep going. He's like, I'm absolutely blown away at how fast recovery is going, how full the bicep is, how good the wound and everything looks. So he was astonished by my results, and so I have another follow-up in 1 month on November 1st, and that will kind of be the ultimate clearance to just go ahead and train. So on that note, I do want to thank the people at N.A.U. They're sending me a machine this week to help out with my therapy and my recovery. So I am going to be absolutely destroying these next few months of recovery. It's already almost, as you can see, you know, not that much further off than the other arm. And that's with very minimal training whatsoever to the bicep at all. Just a couple light banded exercises here and there. So I get the new fit machine next week, which I'm really excited about. And what I can do is actually hook that up and train with it. So not only does it have therapeutic purposes to help aid in recovery, but you can also put it on the muscle itself to train. So I will be training biceps and back with that, because as of right now, those are kind of the 2 movements, obviously, that could potentially cause damage. You know, doing things like really heavy dumbbell rows, or I'm stretching all the way, you know, to kind of put that bicep in a comparable position. Deadlifts, things like that, obviously I have to stay away from. So if I can train with the newbie on my back and biceps, I don't have to carry a lot of load. So the tension on the tendon itself is going to be significantly reduced, but the stimulation of the muscle fibers themselves are probably going to be even better than I can do manually with heavy weight. So I'll get that next week, and we're going to get a ton of training video of that, not only just training, but therapy as well. So I want to thank those guys a ton. They've been huge supporters of Steph and I when she got hurt, and now getting me through this. What else is going on in my life? Just trying to transition, you know, as I mentioned before, trying to dissipate my training business, personal training business, and pick up more online clientele. So I've been working on that diligently, getting websites set up, getting credit card authorization things set up and things like that, so I can handle a much better online workload without less stress, without chasing people around for payment and things like that. Still thinking about moving. You know, I mentioned in the previous video that we wanted to run away to Dallas, but not sure how fast that's going to happen. We got a few things we got to take care of here, and I want babies soon, so we kind of talked about that. If we're going to have a kid, then why are we going to move away from everybody? You know, here we have her family, New Hampshire we have my family, so if we have little ones running around, it'd be nice to be near one or the other. So we're going through some reconsiderations in life. We both hate LA at the moment, but this might be home base for a little longer than expected. So that's that on that front. As far as depression, anxiety, all those things that you know, I was dealing with in previous videos, things are pretty good. Like I said, after my injury, really, I mean, I've been extremely upbeat. So from that perspective, you know, everything's been going great, and I haven't gotten into any ruts really until recently. Just a couple days ago, I think my body was just run down, completely exhausted. So I just woke up feeling like crap, and I was driving back from the gym after clients and was looking through my bag trying to get my lotion, and looked up and there was a car stopped in front of me. So I rear-ended a car in the rental truck that I've been renting for the past 2 months because I'm still trying to get my car situation figured out. So that was kind of a kick in the nuts and put me in a little bit of a downward spiral. But luckily I was able to dig myself out of it within a day or so. And you know, it's just one of those things where you just got to try to accomplish things over the day. You know, if you sit around and mope and moan about things, you're only just going to get worse. So you got to try to force yourself to think positively and you know, accomplish little tasks, even if it's making your bed or doing a load of laundry or something like that. If you just keep knocking off little checklist things, you get this sense of well-being, this sense of accomplishment, and that's going to really brighten your overall mood. And that's what I've done, just knocked off stupid little things over the last couple of days, and then you know, I've kind of got myself out of this. So feeling good about myself now, and good about the future. And, you know, it's something I'll deal with, and just those little tricks are going to help you out a ton to overcome whatever issues that you have that you're dealing with.
Still don't truly trust my arm to carry that much weight for an extended period of time. So I'm grabbing it, kind of hold it against my leg, and then I do the lateral raises and kind of go in the front and twisting so my elbows are up. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that bicep itself. This allows me to train my delts and other things like that without affecting the bicep. So it's all about training smarter at this point. So I'm able to do almost everything, except for like heavy deadlifts, heavy dumbbell rows, obviously straight biceps. Watch along and show you what happens.
Exercises, but not really talking in between. Reason being is he has his headphones on and I don't. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Bow, chicka.
I'm extremely carb sensitive right now. Not carb sensitive, I should say. Insulin sensitivity is through the roof. So I took Raging Full, our fast digesting carbs. And my body's response to it is just ridiculous, so I just burned right through it. And now I have really low blood sugar. So, body re-regulate itself. Just got to take a couple deep breaths, get some water in me. I got that shakiness. The sweats. As you can see, I'm not training that hard, I sweat like this. It's a good sign. My body's amped up, ready to take on this prep. Ready to start handling carbs well again. I'm excited. This is kind of like my first workout of prep. And, like I said, 7 weeks time. I haven't really lost a lot of muscle, a little bit of fullness, because I haven't really trained hard or with carbs in my body. And my weight this morning was 244. My body fat's gone up a decent amount. I'm going to get my body fat tested next week, because that'd be 8 weeks from the last time I got it done. But I'd say I'm still like around 8%. I've prepped in a shorter period of time before, so I'm not really worried about that. You know, the biggest thing is just trying to get some volume back and get in shape in the next 7 weeks. So I really feel good about this, especially with that machine. It's going to make this progress ridiculous. So all I really got to focus on is just squeezing, contracting properly, change my whole training up a little bit, and we're just throwing weight around. And this isn't just for this prep, this is kind of a long-term goal of mine. Just really focus on contraction more. I'm getting old, my joints can't handle it. I actually saw this girl that trains here, she owns a Pilates studio, and I told Steph we should start going to Pilates twice a week, just start getting limber. It's not the craziest idea in the world. It really helps mobility and keeping tendons and everything like that nice and soft and supple. So I'm about to get some video of me trying to do Pilates. That should be cute. Now if I can just get my wife to stop talking for this workout. Alright, so this moment we're going to part our separate ways, because Steph loves to do dumbbell shoulder press, which I do too, but right now that's not a movement that I can be in total control of, and I'm afraid that I can hurt my bicep easily doing that. So I'm going to be a smart boy, and I'm going to hop on a machine where I have ultimate control of all types of movements. Surgery. Typically the bicep's a little shorter, so you get the peak out of it. And as you can see, there's like a little dent there, but it's going to come up bigger, and it's actually going to make the arm look bigger than some shots. But this arm is always like that. If you look back at my old contest pictures, I always had a bigger gap here than I did on this side. So really, it's not much different than what it originally looked like. And seeing as I haven't trained at all in 7 weeks, this bicep being where it is, I'm pretty fucking happy.
I want to talk about how I just did shoulder press on that bench, and now I can smell myself because the bench smells so fucking bad.
Today is a good freaking day. We managed to drive to the gym, not fight, mainly because she was sick as a dog because she tried.
I was like, wait, I didn't talk the whole ride. That's why we didn't fight.
She has motion sickness, hence most of the time where I let her drive and she always bitches at me. So I'd rather have her drive because she doesn't get motion sickness. So we didn't fight on the way here, and we didn't fight when we trained. So today's a good freaking day.
This video's not gonna get any views. People like when people love when we fight. Love it. Except they're always saying how we're gonna get a divorce.
Hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. Anyway, so hit shoulders today, and I announced that I am currently 7.5 weeks out from Romania.
So a divorce might happen.
So a divorce might happen. If it isn't her bringing home dogs, it's me stepping on stage, one or the other. We both have our bad habits, but somehow we've still made it work.
Saving lives is not a bad habit, Brad.
And making money is not a bad habit either.
Agree to disagree.
So, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that's a workout between Brad
Honestly,
and Steph.
I mean, that's your outro?
Yeah.
We just had to do a few things just a little bit different, just because obviously with his bicep he can't kick up dumbbells yet to do shoulder presses, and there's certain exercises that I don't feel, like the face pulls with the rope for rear delt. I rarely feel it in my rear delt. That's why I had to do those extra reverse pec flies.
And I wish she had said that because I really didn't want to do the ropes.
Oh,
I would
really?
have rather done the machine where I go like this. So yeah, communication, key to relationship and training.
That's it. All right, bye.
Let's get out of here before we get traffic.